bird on a tree.
Hello everybody, okay, it's Damo Inside and Out, and today we've come to the Four Falls in Wales, South Wales. However, we've got here slightly late. Our intention is to wild camp, so we've decided between us we're going to take the Gunpowder Trail. We're going to have a quick look at the Gunpowder Trail because that should only take about half an hour, and then we're going to continue up on the left side of the river, up into the woodland area, just to the left hand side of the Four Falls path, and we're going to wild camp in that area out the way, and in the morning, which will be Sunday, we can get up, pack up, shoot across the river, pop over and see all the waterfalls and then come back. So we've obviously parked at Dinas Rock, which is quite a beautiful rock, never been here before, and along with me is my son Joshua. So he's 18, he's getting ready for life, and we're going to have a few life skills this weekend, so we'll see you on the trail.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Well, that was a good start. We found the trail that we're meant to be on, but there seems to be some new signs saying that no access. Whether that's because it's dangerous or because it's private now, I don't know, but it looks like there's new gates and everything gone up. So instead we're taking what's called another path, a yellow path, and it shows signs that there's a bridge where we can cross over the river and then rejoin the Gunpowder path, and we'll carry on from there. Well, coming up from the river, we've come across this lovely bridge. We're going to take a stroll across the bridge, get us onto the correct side of the river that we wanted to be, and then we've also noticed that at the other end of this bridge, underneath, there is a building. Now we don't know if this is something to do with the Gunpowder Works. Maybe there'll be some signage. Just there. Nice little building. If anything, we could probably camp in there, to be fair. So we're just coming down to the little building. Nice set of stairs been made. It's got a nice new tin roof on it. I've got a rucksack on, so I'm going to have to go in on my knees. That is a little doorway for the entrance, probably because they were little people back then. There is, well, if it wasn't so wet on the floor, we could probably stay in here, but unfortunately there's no getting away from it in Wales. But as a building, it's still in very good condition, obviously being looked after. I can hear people coming, and I'm not sure why. Oh, I see, here we go. These must be original timbers and items from the gunpowder mill. Excellent. Right, well, we're heading off. Back out where we came from. I've got to get on my knees, and we'll see you along the trail. This is all part of the Gunpowder Works, or what's left. I don't know a lot about it, unfortunately. I didn't research it that deeply. I wanted to come here on a bit of a whim, which is what we've done. It's very interesting to be stood here though. Probably not the kind of sense you're getting from the video, but it is a cool place. Makes me want to think about what exactly was going on here. Little alleyways and side bits and porches. Boulders and rocks which have been rescued from the buildings. Not necessarily those ones actually, but just it's all been repointed, trying to keep it alive, which is good. Oh, okay. We're just trying to work out in our minds that they must have mined the stuff from the floor somewhere, so whether this little outlet is something to do with that, we're not quite sure. Is that the entrance to the mine, or we don't really know. However, what we have found is more no entry, which is such a shame because we can see more buildings just up the path there. You can see through them trees. I don't think you can, but just up the path there, there's more ruins, but they're telling us we're not allowed to go up there, so we're going to do what we can to obey things, upset people. There's trainers in a tree there, nice. Come back to them if you need them. Josh having a little climb about, which is always cool. Good out there, Josh? Yeah. Could you see back down there at all? Nothing there. Is it just a brick wall? Just like a rock wall? Okay, so that's clearly nothing, or it's been bricked up. There's some kind of dam which has broken. And then we're going to head back across the wooden bridge. So we've got no choice but to go back onto the left hand side. In fact, yeah, Josh, I'm coming with you. No sign saying you can't. Woo, that's some river running down there. A very beautiful place, but a very dangerous place. So we are off to find somewhere to camp. That little plateau there on the island looks very nice, but we're not going to get there today. So we'll see you in a little while. Josh has asked if he can go on the swing. We're just thinking about it. Okay, so we've come across the wooden bridge. We've followed back up onto the yellow path, which is just marked as other paths. We're looking down on the gunpowder area and the flowing river, and we're going to keep wandering along this side now because we can't go any further on the left hand side of the river, so we've had to cross back onto the right hand side, and we're now going to, it's 4 o'clock almost, 5 to 4. The sun's going to go down at 5:15, so we need to be looking for something in the next 20 minutes, somewhere to actually stop and camp down off the trail. We'll see you when we're there.
a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit.
Well, good morning everybody. We are racing against the rain this morning, and it got way too dark last night to do any filming, and it also was raining again, so we needed to get the camp up and sorted as quick as we could. So this is where we found to camp. We're just past the Gunpowder Trail, and we found a nice little flat area. Just try and do this while I can see what the camera's doing. One little flat area, tiny little bit along a path, but it did us for the night and it's been excellent. We were rather close to a little swampy bit, not too bad in this time of year, but I'm sure if we came here in the summer we'd have a lot of mosquitoes and what have you. The river is literally just there, there's a bank just there, and across the way through the trees you might just be able to make out some more ruins, which that is the area that we weren't allowed to walk to. So this is our little campsite. Very nice, very peaceful. It rained really heavy last night. It's raining again now, so we are going to have to pack our stuff down wet and then sort it out when we get home. Well, not a lot we can do about that. And Josh was kind enough to bring our breakfast today, and he brought breakfast of Carlsberg, which actually has gone down very nicely because we did eat very well last night and neither of us are hungry this morning. We didn't drink any beer last night, so we thought we'd have one just this morning before we eat a bit later on in the morning. There's some nice picnic tables back in the car park where the truck is, so we'll probably find somewhere back there and have something nice to eat before we head off home, probably in about 4 or 5 hours time. Right, well that's us, we're all packed down. Hasn't rained too much, but it's been enough, and we're ready to start heading off. So as I pan round, this was our campsite. See Josh just putting the last couple of bits in the rucksack there, so that's where we were camped. I'm sure you can see that from the other bits. And being true wild campers and wanting this to be something that everybody can enjoy, we leave no trace. We have left a small bundle of wood there, which is nothing unusual in this wood area. We found little bundles like that all over the place. Maybe a bit more natural than we've left it, but that's one of two things. That will either become a habitat for some of the animals in the woods, the insects and what have you, or it'll be firewood for someone else that finds this spot, if it's still dry enough. But other than that, as you can see, no fire scar, nothing. No litter, no beer cans, no nothing. All we're leaving is footprints, and all we're taking is photos, and that's how we want it. Okay, we're back off to the truck